That is awesome. That shit was cool. Sound check. Let's see how this I did a completely new helmet setup this week, so we're gonna see how we like it. Might still tinker with it a bit, but the biggest thing was that I got a new frame for the GoPro. I don't know if you can see that. Instead of using a full waterproof mount, it's just big and bulky and gets in the way, and I can't even open my visor with how it's mounted with the waterproof case on it. So I got the GoPro frame, but on top of that I got a new microphone because mine was, you know, a cheap shitty one, and I had some complaints before about wind noise, so I got a pack of the what do they call them, cat hairs or whatever, the furry covers. I might have to trim it because it's tickling the hell out of my damn chin. I mean, I like it, but you know. Oh, I also got those rubber, what do they call them, vibration mounts. I grabbed a pack of those too, because I've heard good things. But the way that my mount is set up, I can't use it. So it really doesn't matter. We're gonna go to the bank.
A few inches later.
I need to adjust my clock. Got this thing forever. Get your money and get out.
1 hour later.
I don't remember how to do the clock. I'm just gonna guess it's buttons.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new...
These? No, that's kilometers. I think I have to press them both. Maybe not. I don't remember. I'll look it up. Ooh, we're moving. We're good. Now we're gonna go. So guys, my first video back. I want to start off with an apology for the lack of content. I feel bad for it because I actually planned on doing my my build videos. And I don't want to call it necessarily a build. I'm not making it nothing special necessarily, but I did want to do a VFR single-sided swing arm conversion on it. And then just doing everything else as far as the chain sprockets, the oil change, pretty much everything else. I was just gonna do little, not necessarily how-tos, but something. And I didn't get a chance to. And I know it doesn't necessarily, you know, matter why, but it's been a real hectic few months, and this ride right now, I can't even tell you how needed it was. And I'll tell you why. You know, riding a bike is an outlet for me. It's not just a way to commute. It's not just you know, a cool way to get from point A to point B. It's an outlet for me for my stresses. For, I don't want to say my depressions necessarily, but basically it doesn't matter what happens in life. It could be just absolutely terrible, and the minute I get on a bike I just forget about it all. For those that don't know, that don't necessarily follow my Moto Amino or didn't see it necessarily, my post, or my mother was diagnosed with adenocarcinoma, which is a type of colon cancer, in November. So it came as a shock to us all because, I mean, a year earlier she went in for a colonoscopy that came out clear, so it was definitely surprising, but we came to terms with it enough to basically do whatever we could to help her and to prolong the inevitable, I guess. Statistically speaking, only 11% of people with adenocarcinoma live to see 5 years. And sadly, she wasn't in that statistic. 32 days later, she passed away. An extremely aggressive form of cancer that shook my entire family. It was extremely hard. And I mean, it's only February now. It hasn't even been 2 months since she passed. It's been extremely stressful. It's been extremely hard and busy. Little boy waving at me, looking at me like, oh my gosh. It came as a surprise to us all initially, and we went head on with it. We said, okay, what do we need to do? Now, she lived in Pennsylvania. I live in Ohio. She lived in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is about a 5-hour drive from me. And, you know, we got the call on a Sunday night that said, hey, listen, you know, she's not going to make it much longer. You need to get here now. And I made the drive in 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. The doctors, I wanted to thank the doctors at Pinnacle Health Services in Harrisburg there. They were absolutely amazing. One second, I gotta get on here. So, the doctors at Pinnacle Health and the nurses there were like I said, they were absolutely amazing. You know, the nurses would come in and sit with her and just talk to her. Sadly, she couldn't hear, or she couldn't talk or move at all. But she could hear us. We could tell by her vital signs that when somebody talked to her. But I want to say that's enough. I want to say that she could hear me saying, you know, the last things that I wanted to say to my mother before she passed. It's not enough, and it sucks no matter what. But at least I got to do that. And I will say that although it was very quick, 32 days, and it sucks, no matter what, it's going to be a hard, depressing, very sad time. You know, I'm not by any means old. I'll be 26 in 2 weeks, and with that, you know, my mother was not old either. She was 62 years old, and that's even harder for me because I didn't get to enjoy my adulthood necessarily to the fullest with my mother. You know, we got to a point in our relationship where we actually liked each other 100%, you know, and I'm gonna miss that, and it's gonna suck, you know, she can't be at my wedding one day, or meet my kids one day when I have them, you know, and that's the hardest part for me. And I know this is really depressing, so I'm gonna change the subject here shortly, bear with me. But I learned a lot from it, you know. At first I was like, you know what, she didn't necessarily like that I rode. She was scared constantly every time I'd go out. And at first I thought, you know, I'm going to get rid of the bike. I'm not going to ride anymore. But then it really hit me that, you know, the biggest lesson that I could learn from it was that, you know, life is short. Do what you love, you know, and that's really it. Because it is. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Life is short. It feels like it come and go in an instant, and that's true. It can. It can literally end at any time, and that's something that scares the shit out of most people, and I understand that. But that just means that you need to embrace the things that you enjoy in life every day, and something that I deeply, deeply enjoy more than anything is riding. Alright, so we're going to get off there because I can't hear shit, and I'm sure that you guys can't either. So we're going to shake the paint leg out. Poor bunny rabbit. Turn. Thank you. Man, I can't wait for it to be this weather every damn day. A little bit warmer actually would be nice. I think I'm gonna get a armored hoodie this year, just for the comfortability factor. I mean, this jacket is getting old, and it's got little things here and there that I don't really like about it, but so I think I might try one of those armored hoodies. They seem to be like they'd be pretty comfortable. I need to go there and wash it, but little motorcycle, more puppy dogs, little ones, little doggies. We'll go down a road here that, and look at this house. We're looking at buying a house this year. And I saw one online that we're pretty interested. Damn big ass bump. That we're pretty interested in. So, and I'll show you why. All right. See, there's one. This driveway here is one car garage. The house, and then this driveway, which is a separate garage, two actually. We will see. I won't actually go in and look around in it, but it's actually, the sad part is that somebody is already interested. Obviously this is pending. Gotta wait and see if that one falls through. I hope so, because we like that one, I think. My fingers are getting sore. It's literally been like 3 months since I rode. I don't know what's going on, but my joints are sore. I'm getting arthritis.